Hi everyone, we are here for grade 5 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab, scroll down to grade 5 math, and then click on view all lessons. There you can find the list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter variable expressions. The lessons we're going to cover today are right variable expressions, word problems, evaluate variable expressions, write variable equations, word problems. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I'm on grade 5 math. Let's just start with the chapter variable expressions. Write an expression for 23 less than C. So 23 less than C means you have to subtract 23 out of C. So that is C minus 23, option number. That is C minus 23. Let's just start with test questions. So write an expression for n less than 217. So which is the correct option? So that is 217 minus n. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression 62 and S more. So that is 162 plus S. Option number 2 is the correct option. Write an expression for 301 less than y. That is y minus 301. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for 97 fewer than age. That is age minus 97. Option number 1 is the correct option. Write an expression for z and 40 more. So which is the correct option? That is Z plus 40. Option number one is the correct option. Write an expression for the sum of D and 255. That is D plus 255. Option number two is the correct option. Write an expression for C more than 22. So which is the correct option? That is option number one is the correct option. 22 plus C. Write an expression for 283 reduced by Q. Reduced, so that would be 283 minus Q. Write an expression for 28 more than W. That is W plus 28. Option number one is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move to the next lesson. Next lesson is write your equal expressions, word problem. Let's just start with the lesson. Let's just start with the test questions. Jolie had 27 cities until she won C more in a contest. Choose the expression that shows how many cities Julie has now. He already had 27. Now C more. So that is 27 plus C. Option number one is the correct option. That is 79 plus D. Option number one is the correct option. There were F frogs in a pond. 46 of the frogs popped away. Choose the expression that shows how many frogs are in the pond now. So there are F frogs, right? So 46 popped away. How many frogs are there in the pond? That is F minus 46. Option number one is the correct option. Tammy has 23 buttons. Cathy has B more buttons than Tammy. Choose the expression that shows how many buttons Cathy has. So 23 more means he have 23 plus B. Option number two is the correct option. That is 23 plus B. T minus B, it is. Option number one is the correct option. Okay. The next one is Shannon planted 50 trees in Paco. Paco planted 76 trees. Choose the expression that is how many trees Shannon planted. So, which is the correct option? That is 76 minus T. Okay, you can complete the question by yourself. Today, we just move on to the next lesson. Next lesson is evaluate vehicle expressions. Find the value of the expression v times 3. Now you have to evaluate it from v equals 4. Just replace the variable v with a value like we have v times 3. Now replace v with a 4. So that will be 4 times 3. And 4 times 3 is 12. Let's just start with the test questions. Find the value of expression. You have to solve it for the y. So replace the variable y with a value. That is, you need to replace y with the value 2 plus 2 makes 4. Okay, so find the value of the expression that is 5 times m. We have to evaluate it for m equals 4. So simply replace m with a value that is 5 times 4. So 5 times 4 is 28 is option number 2 is the correct option. Find the value of the expression 16 minus r. So replace r with the value to 16 minus 13 equals. So 16 minus 13 is the option number 2 is the correct option. Find the value of the expression 8 divided by s. Eight divided by 4 is 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. W divided by 2 for W equals 16. So replace the W with the value 16 divided by 2 equals. Option number one is the correct option. Sorry, two, eight it is. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself. It will just be on the next lesson. That is right, variable problems. So let's just start with the test questions. Last weekend, Veera collected red leaves for an art project. On Sunday, Veera collected 28 red leaves. On Sunday, she collected some more red leaves in the park. But Veera has 35 red leaves. Which equation will solve will show how many red leaves Veera collected on Sunday? She had now 35, so that means 28 plus R equals 35. Option number two is the correct option. Rita bought us a bag of raisins. She ate 19 of them and left 16. Which equation when solved will tell how many raisins were in the bag? That is R minus 19 equals 16. Option number three is the correct option. Spencer bought 22 boxes of cookies. He got 30. He got 88 cookies in all. Which equation when solved will tell how many cookies were in each box? That is 22 times C equals 88. Option number one is the correct option. Hannah bought some muffins. They came in two identical boxes. Each box had 22 muffins. Which equation you solve will tell how many muffins Hannah bought in all? Option number three is the correct option. That is 21 times M equals to. Oh, that is 20. M over 2 equals 21. Got it? The stuffed animals at the toy store are split among 11 shelves. There are 9 stuffed animals on each shelf. Which equation, when solved, will tell how many stuffed animals the toy store has? Option number two is the correct option. That is S over 11 equals 9. Susie found 16 beetle agates near a lake. Rock found some agates as well. How many? When they put all of the agates together, Susie dog had only 5. Which equation will solve will tell how many agates dog found? That is 16 plus 8 equals 25. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself over today. So we were working on verified math. Chapter we were working on is right variable expression, right variable expression word problems, evaluate variable expressions, right variable equations word problems. So please make sure you for the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lessons, and simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available here to help you. Or either you can write down the question in the chat box. No questions. You can write down the question in the chat box. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. No questions. Today, see you in the next session. Bye everyone.